Welcome to the first day of December, Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. Well, there's only one more month in 2020, and this month is going to start off with, well, I guess what it should start with is a more wintry type of flavor to the weather pattern. While there's nothing really big in terms of a major snowstorm, we've got a little one that's going to make it chilly for the next few days. We're going to get some snow, especially in the mountains. The mountains already. The mountains of Wyoming in particular overnight saw some good snow, and we'll see that snow spread into the northern mountains of Colorado. Some snow flurries have already occurred on the plains, and we're going to see a little snow here, a little snow there. The bulk of the snow will be in the mountains and near the mountains, but it certainly is going to be kind of chilly for the next 3 days. However, once we get into Thursday through the weekend and into Monday of next week, there is nothing again. I mean, we just go right back to a cool, dry, high-pressure dominated pattern for a good 5 days, maybe 6 days, Thursday through Monday, probably maybe all the way through Tuesday of next week. So most of the excitement is going to be today and tomorrow. We're still expecting a more active pattern by the middle of next week and beyond through the rest of December. We'll show you that here in a moment. This is where we are today. We've got this trough trying to form. This trough is basically a combination of a little Pacific energy and moisture here and a Canadian trough, and they're going to merge and come together. So you can see the trajectory of the air is bringing in some much colder conditions across the Intermountain West. This is by tomorrow morning. You can see a more cohesive area of low pressure trying to form over the western high plains. Now, this doesn't have any good moisture source. Since it came from Canada, there's a little bit of Pacific moisture with it, but it's not strong enough to draw Gulf of Mexico moisture in. So we're just not going to get a lot in terms of heavy moisture. Although I'll tell you, this is a nice setup, especially this setup right here, to make it snow very nicely in the mountains. So for you skiers and snowmobilers, there's going to be fresh snow over the next couple of days on the mountain slopes. That'll help out a lot of ski areas that are going to be opening over the next week or two. But once we go beyond that time frame, things really settle down. This is the precipitation forecasted over the next couple of days. You can see how there is a clustering of the better moisture along the Continental Divide. Basically, along the divide where those northerly winds push up against the mountain slopes, you're going to have some better snow falling there. East and west of the divide, yeah, there'll be some flurries. There'll be a little bit of snow, but not much. There might be a little bit of a better chance for snow with that upper level low down in here as we get into the day on Wednesday. But you can see out here, nothing. Out here, nothing. It's really along the higher terrain where the snow is going to want to fall. And if we translate that precipitation to snow, you can see that all the ski areas in Colorado, northern New Mexico, Wyoming, and southwest Montana will get some fresh snow out of this system. But after that, that upper level low just meanders. Yeah, this is the same guy that'll be here on Wednesday. By Friday, it actually moves to the southwest as it's cut off from the main jet stream. So it's just going to meander. It's not going to do much. High pressure will be found over on top of that low. So from Thursday through next Tuesday, just nothing. Now, this guy here might end up traveling along here, bringing us a little bit of a cold front on Monday, but not much. Longer term, though, this is 10 days out. This is for December 10th, a week from this Thursday. We got a pretty good trough in front coming in. We got a nice ridge building in the Gulf of Alaska. We know what that means. So that sets the stage for December 10th and beyond to get the weather stormy again in the western United States. Notice we start to see less storminess in the east by then. And if we were to look at what we call teleconnections, going back to these oscillations that we talked about last week, we talked about when the Eastern Pacific Oscillation is negative or near negative and the Arctic Oscillation goes negative, that's when it gets colder and more wintry around here. So if you notice, here is December 10th. If you notice this green line with the black squares, this is showing the Eastern Pacific Oscillation on the 10th of December going negative. That's when it stays negative or near negative right up through December 16th and probably a little bit longer with that. If we look at the Arctic Oscillation, similar situation. It goes negative. So long-term trends continue to indicate after December 10th or so, it could be the 9th, it could be the 10th, it could be the 11th, but around that date is when it gets stormy again more frequently. We've got this little storm now, then Thursday through next Tuesday or Wednesday, nada, nothing. We'll have to wait till probably next Thursday and Friday and beyond for it to get busy again. And a lot of times in La Niñas, you can get a pretty busy mid to late December and into the New Year's time frame. And that'll be something we'll keep an eye on. Have yourself a great first day of December. We'll see you tomorrow.